Night Move is Metro Detroit's eco-conscious transportation service, providing large event shuttles as well as shuttles for conferences, events, and private parties. Started the business about 2.5 years ago, more out of a need to just get people between the suburbs and downtown and vice versa. And how it was basically went out and bought a bus and started reading the government websites and figuring out what I had to do and what licenses I had to get and insurance and all that, and kind of just, really just kind of flew by the seat of our pants for the first couple months, and now we've got it down to a science, but yeah, it was an adventure. We currently have 3 vehicles, all buses, and we have 8 employees. We get an occasional bachelor party, we get wedding parties and things like that, but a big part of our business is the conferences and tours. We've got the Kid Rock show tonight, and we're taking 3 trips down, so 90 plus people tonight down to the show. With our public shuttle, it's always a great thing because people are going to go to those events regardless of what happens, but to be able to provide an alternative form of transportation for a relatively cheap ticket price really helps take a lot of people off the road that could be a hazard to the road and hazard to themselves. But on the public shuttle, it's usually a pretty good vibe, and everyone's happy because they're going to some event, and there's a lot of camaraderie, and there's all these people that don't know each other, but yet they're all going to the same place at the same time for the same thing, and it's usually for a good reason. So it's usually a lot of camaraderie on the bus. As an entrepreneur, it feels really good that people want to use something that that I created. People are using it, and we're able to stay in business. I'm able to employ people. It feels really good to be putting biodiesel in your tank and to know that everything is running carbon neutral, and even just to do simple things like just recycling. It's all very important to the business. Detroit in general, it seems to be this heartbeat of young professionals and creative people. And I've had friends now that are moving back from California and from Chicago, and they're making their homes here, and they're making careers here, and they're making their own businesses here. And Detroit, that seems to be the catchphrase, is a blank canvas, but I completely agree with that. And it's wonderful to be able to come here and kind of more or less do what you want within the confines of what's available. I have no plans to leave Michigan. I have a very, very deep love for Detroit. It's just lots of opportunity. Plus in Detroit, you kind of have an opportunity to be part of something. Us young entrepreneurs, young professionals, we're able to kind of, not just be another face in the crowd. We can actually have a say in what happens and the rebirth, or whatever you want to call it, of Detroit.
Yeah.